GYB, listen. Okay. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about how they doing stuff with their lives and they making it happen. But I don't really see too much movement. I don't really see them out here actively changing lives. Me and my team, we've been in this shit for 10 years. We've been changing lives for 10 years. Check my records, you'll see where we at. Hundreds of lives changed, hundreds of businesses evolved. That's Dreamway. Join the team.
All right, we got culture, marketing. Let's get into it. So culture and marketing. We talked about what you do, who you are, why you do it, how they could get started. Very important here. We're going to go into this a little bit later, but I just want to briefly talk about it now. Hook, story, offer. What you do, how do you stand out from your competition? How are we going to make sure that we're not just selling what everybody else is selling? What we want to do is make sure that we pop. And the way we stand out to everybody else is by not just saying what we do, but explaining the process that we take the customer through. So you don't want to be able to just say, hey, I do photography. You want to be able to explain a process in a way that you do things that allows people to go on a journey with you. So, hey, I'm a specialist in landscape photography. I turn quality homes into visionary ideas. Something like that. Something that makes you stand out from just a commodity and somebody who's doing what everybody else is doing out there, and actually turning you into a unique selling proposition, because you're not just selling what you do, you're selling the outcome. So let's write that down. What you do by selling the outcome for the client. So whatever, if it's a product, let's say you have a product, or you got credit repair, or you do, you're a registered nurse and consultant. What I would do is like that. Like I would say, okay, want to learn how to grow your registered nurse business from 0 to 100K? Let me show you my 4-step system to do that. You get what I'm saying? So you taking what you do as a registered nurse, but then productizing it and saying, this is the outcome that I'm going to help you get, what I've been able to achieve or what I've been able to help others achieve, is the same concept. So same thing for credit repair. Hey, let me show you how to get an 800 credit score. This is my 4-step framework on how to get an 800 credit score. Now, first you got to do this, second you got to do this, third you got to do this. It could be the same thing that everybody's doing out there, but because you're packaging it and saying this is the outcome, you're selling the outcome, everyone else is selling the tactics. Very big difference in the marketplace. When you start to sell the outcome and not the tactics, people are going to want to pay you more because they're not paying you for all the technical stuff. So when I was selling websites and I was doing websites and automations and all that stuff and content for people, a lot of times we were getting paid a little bit of money because we were always selling the service we were doing for them directly. Hey, I could build your website, a landing page. Oh, how much is that? $1,000, $2,000, whatever would I could just close right there for the service. That was the game plan. I was just trying to hustle. But once I started to get around these 7, 8, 9-figure entrepreneurs, I started to understand that the outcome is what they're selling. They're selling you, okay, I'm going to help you get to 800 credit score. I'm going to help you get that house you want. I'm going to help you get that car you want. I'm going to help you get that business you want. You see what I'm saying? Whatever it is that your product or service offers, you have to be able to take them from where they're at now, because they're in a painful spot right now. That's why they're looking for our service. That's why they're looking for our product. They want what we got, but now we have to take them from where they're at now to where we're going to take them to, where they want to end up, which is hopefully where you are or where you've helped other people get to. You get what I'm saying? And this is the very important part. When you say what you do not say I do DJing. No. I create monumental experiences at weddings. I create monumental experiences at corporate gatherings. Whatever it is that you do, put some sauce on it, make it proprietary to you because you created a formula around it, And now that makes you more powerful. We're going to go into that into my zero to hero framework. That's going to be coming up in an hour. I'm going to go deep into how we build this out for your business, but I want to get through this part first. So what you do next, who you are. When you talk about who you are, you're not talking about, okay, my name is Chris Mateo. I didn't even do an intro on me. I'm going to talk a little bit about me later on, but I'm going to go into that in a second. But who you are is very important as far as what are your passions. So I'm going to write this down here. What are your passions? Your pain points and your big wins. So when you're talking about who you are, you want to talk about your passion. So my name is Chris Mateo. I'm super passionate about music, about marketing, about scaling and growing businesses. That's what I love to do. I get real geeky into the automations, marketing, website stuff of it. That's really my thing. I struggled. My pain points is I struggled coming up. Me and my cousin were trying to promote our music, promote our businesses, but we couldn't find ways to make it profitable for us because there just wasn't enough information out there. So there wasn't enough people giving the information and there wasn't enough reliable resources to tap in and execute the information once I got it. So those were my pain points. I wanted to create solutions for those pain points. And that's why I created my agency to be able to solve these problems for the people that are like me, the creatives, the visionaries that want to solve big problems. So what we've been able to do is create content, create automations, websites, and systems for these 7, 8, 9-figure businesses that allow them to scale and grow. And I'm very thankful that we were able to do that even for our own business, getting our music and our music and our performances heard around the world, doing to festivals, have our music played in European radio and all that. So the goal is here to really expand what you think of when you say who you are. A lot of times we just say like from a personal perspective, we're talking about, oh yeah, my name's Chris. You know, I'm about to be 30 years old. I got a wife and I live in Atlanta. That's kind of like who you are. And I do marketing. That's kind of who you are. But those broad terms will not get you results. Go specific, talk about your passions, talk about your pain, and talk about your big wins. And now you're going to relate to them on an emotional level. You're going to relate to them on a trusting level. You're going to relate to them on a, hey, this guy's like me. This person's like me. This woman's like me. This product or service is for someone like me. And it's a very important distinction that a lot of people will not get results on their content, on their ads, on their funnels. And it's just because they're not harping in on their pain points, on their problems. Because when your customer, especially from ads, especially from funnels, these are cold customers. As business owners, can I get that chair, please? As business owners, a lot of times we get stuck on referrals. So our business runs on referrals. 99% of the time where people are referring, hey, I got a client over here, I got a gig over here, I got this opportunity. When you're doing online ads, when you're doing online funnels, you are talking to a cold audience, completely brand new, never heard of you. The only thing they're aware of is their problem. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. The only thing these people are aware of is their problem. So when they ask you why you do it, you answer your biggest problem. The same problem they probably got. So I'm gonna give you an example for me. My biggest problem was 2012. I graduated high school. I wanted to I had big dreams. I wanted to be like Disney. I wanted to be like Tim Cook and Steve Jobs, and I didn't know how I was gonna do it. At the time, I'm trying to figure out. So I was gonna go to college. It was my dream to go to UConn. I wanted to do all these things, and my right after I graduated, my god brother from high school passed away right after I graduated high school, and it was a very tough time for me. I didn't know what I was going to do. My cousin Kenny, who's my business partner today, wanted to make music at the time. He was quiet, chubby kid. People weren't believing in his dreams. I wanted to make sure that he had a platform. I wanted to be able to help him build. So I wanted to do the business marketing side while he did the creative, did the music recording, the videos, the graphics, and all that. And I was supporting the business. So my biggest problem was at that time, I didn't know how I was going to grow this business. I didn't have no budget. I didn't have no connections. It was just me and my cousin trying to sell music out of our backpacks on Instagram and our trunks. When I tell you the problem, I started to address the problem of the marketplace. I started to, when people would take a picture, when people would buy merch from us, our brand is all about positivity, good vibes. It was a lifestyle brand, and everybody always knew me as the kid that was doing the parties, having a good time, always without everybody. So I used that as my leverage. And what I started to do was tell everybody, aren't you tired of being around a bunch of people that are talking about bullshit? Aren't you tired about like all the stuff where like you in rooms and that no one's actually developing the thoughts and moving everybody forward? And then that's how we positioned our music with Kenny. He always had positive, uplifting music that you wanted to listen to in the morning when you woke up. So that was our daydream sound. That was our thing. And that was the lifestyle. The brand was like, you're supposed to feel like you're on a beach. You're supposed to feel like you're relaxed, flip flops, chilling. So the whole goal is to create this lifestyle so that now we are the antithesis of their pain points. Their pain points is, I don't want to go to work. I want to work for myself. Their pain point is, I don't want to go to school. I want to learn what I want to learn, not what the school wants to teach me. So they're the rebels that want to do it their own way. They're the dreamers, just like us. So that's why we named them the dreamers like us. And then we identified their problems that we had and called them out and said, this is how we solve those problems. So how did we solve the first problem? We didn't have no connections. Well, we went out and made connections. We went to every single networking event. We were at every single party. We were at every single opportunity that was free or paid. We was there in front of the people that we knew we needed to impact to get us results. So that's how we ended up getting on tour. That's how we ended up getting into news channels and into different things, because we were in the right rooms with the right presentation, talking about our story, talking about who we were, talking about why it matters and why they should have us on their platform. And now understand this, news channels, blogs, influencers, all of these places, they need content. They need you. They need to talk about something. So if you have a compelling story, it's just like, who doesn't want to talk about the person that is on a mission to change the world? Who doesn't want to talk about the person who has a unique product or service that no one's ever heard of or never ever produced before? These are the things that these places want to talk about. Whatever news channels, start locally. When you get these local wins, you are going to feel different, I promise you. We started getting into the local newspapers, into the local news channels, and that started to build the momentum, build the confidence, getting other markets to talk about us and hear about us and allow us to go and scale into those markets. So this is how you start to build your machine, your public relations machine. You're in the right places, you have your right story, and then this is the last part for the culture piece here. How they could get started. Can I get some water, please? How they could get started. What do they need to do to take action? What do they need to do to get ready and make moves? BOD, you can take notes so you can get started, because this is gonna be helping for you for your funnels too, bro. Just so you know. um, how they could get started with you today. So when I'm talking to people at live events, or I'm talking to people online, whatever it is, if you are not clear with your directive of the call to action you want them to take, you need to be clear. Yesterday, I'm gonna share with you guys later. We made a fun little jingle that I'm gonna share. It's funny, but it's all about being very direct and clear with what you want your customer to do. So, hey, I want you to click the link in the bio. I want you to put your name, email, and phone number and get started today, right now, with this program, this free thing, this whatever that thing is that you want to do, make it very simple and a direct thing that you want them to do. I want you to go put your name, email, and phone number here. I want you to DM me the word credit. I want you to DM me the word this. Whatever it is that you want them to do, you need to be able to be very direct when you say how they could get started. For me, it depends on where I'm at. If I'm in a room with high-level entrepreneurs, the thing where I'm always going to try to get started is getting them on my calendar. So the first and most important thing, I never leave a room without getting that person's name, email, phone number, and email. So name, email, phone number, and Instagram, excuse me. Name, email, phone number, and Instagram. And something cool, my guy Daniel Dickey is a master networker. He's going to talk a little bit about that when he comes in tomorrow. But on the networking side, there's so many hacks. Like, I'm telling you, adding the Instagram and email is such a tip. I never used to do this before, and it helps you scale and grow so much faster, because now people have multiple channels and relationships with you. So if they're not, you might not text everybody. You might forget it was an important event. You were supposed to text them, whatever, but you didn't do it. You might not email everybody, but you probably might follow everybody, or they might follow you. So now they're seeing you there. Then when you do email, when you do text them with an offer, with an opportunity, anything like that, now they're already familiar and remember from when they met you. Another hack that Daniel put me onto was taking a picture and a selfie with people. So like, hey, I just met Kat at the event. Let me take a quick selfie, send it to her, and send her my email, my Instagram, and now she got my phone number because I just texted her. So now from there, we just built instant trust, instant relationship. When I hit her up on the next message, she's gonna see the first message that was a picture. You see what I'm saying? So that now, instant remember, oh, she was mad cool. She put me on the game. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me click the link at least. Let me check out what she got going on. Let me figure this out. You see what I'm saying? So this is the way you network professionally. Your goal, and this is a very big goal that I now follow strong because of Mr. Daniel Dickey, is 5 people minimum. Every room you in, every chat you in, every group you in, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you at, make it a mission to not leave that room without getting 5 new contacts, following 5 new people, having 5 new people follow you. Whatever it is that you got to do, build relationships. And the more you do this, it's going to stack up very quickly. When I tell you this helped me scale my business multiple 6 figures just by adding this one strategy of I cannot, and it's uncomfortable. I want to be clear. I'm an extrovert. I love to talk to people, but just like everybody else, I'm human. It don't feel comfortable when you're in a room and you don't know people. And it definitely don't feel comfortable when you're in a room with big ass celebrities and influencers that are way smarter, way more confident, have all the flyest shit on, and you're just in here like a regular human being. Trust me, it is not easy. But at the end of the day, I'm here to grow my business. At the end of the day, I'm here to make money. And I know that what I got, they need. So it is a disservice if I don't do this. It is a disservice if I don't put them on to what I can bring to the table. So always come in leading with service, leading with skills. What I always do, I don't like to tell people I'm an expert. I like to show people. I'm a creative. I like to see the work. So a lot of times people will be out here, they'll talk about 100 different things. Me, I'd rather have 100 physical products in my house that I could show you that I've done. I'm a shower. You got to show the work. So let's just say what does that look like? For the credit repair, here's 5 examples of people I help delete things off their credit report or boost their credit report by 100 points. Here's 5 different events that I made lit through my music, through being a DJ. Here's 5 different coaching clients that I help execute their registered nursing business or their small business agency or whatever. All of these using the examples, and you could be an example. Always remember that. Your story, your life, your stuff is a case study. But you have to separate yourself from as a scientist and the case study. So now you're not looking at yourself because it's hard as entrepreneurs. It's hard to look at ourselves and say, "Oh, you know, I'm an example of what I'm trying to do here." But if you stop and you look at it and you say, "Okay, if I'm not Chris, I was a digital marketer, right? Just a digital marketer, not Chris. My name is Bob, and I'm looking at Chris's story and I'm looking at Chris's case study. How could I show my framework, my stuff, my example of the outcome that I'm trying to get through my life, through Chris's life? Oh, well, look, Chris did this, this, and this. Chris built a culture. He knew his story. He knew his logo. He knew the audience he was going after. Chris knew the content he was making. They made videos. They made music. They made podcasts. Chris knew the community he was building. He made a Facebook group. He called them something. He made a name for them. He gave them a mission. Then he knew how to make commerce. He ran ads. He did the funnels. He did all those things. Oh, Chris did the 4 C's. That's an example. You did the 4 C's. You did your version of that. Whatever that is for your business, for your credit repair, for your consulting agency, write that down and now use that as a case study and then use the next 3, 4 clients that you did the same thing for after that. And now you have a little booklet of case studies. Now you got 4 to 5 case studies and saying, hey, look, I do this type of product or service. I do this type of product or service. Because the thing is, it don't matter how much of an expert you are, they're always going to want to know, can you do it for me? You heard that, BOD? They're always going to want to know, can you do it for me? So I love that you're a DJ, BOD. I love that you party. You got house parties under your belt. You got weddings under your belt. You got corporate under your belt. But have you ever done a quinceañera? You see? So I don't know if I could hire you. But if you did a quinceañera and you had a video and you showed me, yo, this is my quinceañera footage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oye, todo el mundo. Nah, facts. Big facts. But I think the way boy, you gonna be lit. You gonna be lit. Oh Lord. But like this is an example of you want to be able to hit your niche. And the thing is, that doesn't mean you have to go into quinceañeras. If you killing it in the club scene, then I would just quadruple down on that and show 5 examples of all the clubs you be at. You see what I'm saying? So it's really about you make more money focused on one niche and trying to really assure them that you're gonna make sure that their end product is good than you trying to sell 5 different type of businesses. From a DJ too, I will pay you more money if I knew you were the corporate event expert. I'm paying you double because this is what you do. But if you the miscellaneous DJ that does the little Juan party down the block and you do the Google party, I don't know where you fall in the budget. You feel what I'm saying? But if you only doing Google events, I'm only paying Google prices. You feel me? So this is part of your branding and your marketing is your price. Very important. I'm gonna write that down. Price is marketing. Price is branding. You want to know how price is marketing and price is not writing? What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Price is marketing and price is branding. So a lot of times as small business owners, we get stuck on competing for commodity prices. That means we're trying to compete with Walmart. We will never win. Walmart is bigger, stronger, more infrastructure, got 100 years in business. You trying to sell the product that he got on the shelf for $5 for $5.50. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work because you know why? Because Walmart already got the customers in there. So Walmart could literally sell that product at. I used to sell bread to Walmart with my family, right? We used to sell bread. Everywhere else we sold bread, the bread was $2.50. At Walmart, the bread was $1.89, guys. Everywhere else is at $2.50. How can ShopRite, Kroger's, and these people compete when they're charging 60 cents less for the same loaf? And now imagine doing that with all the products because they don't have no customer acquisition costs. Okay, us as small businesses, we have customer acquisition costs. We have to pay to get leads. We have to pay to get customers into our business. Walmart doesn't have to do that because there's a Walmart 10 minutes from every single American in the world, in the country. So they could literally from wherever they at, 10 minutes pull up to Walmart. We don't have that type of access to customers. We don't have that type of access to retail space. So they can lose margins because they're not advertising at that level. If they get one person to go into the Walmart, that one person's buying 150 products before they leave Walmart, right? So whatever the marketing thing that they got made them 1,000x. You see what I'm saying? Because they pay $5 to get the customer to come in, but the customer average cart value in Walmart is gonna be like $200 minimum when you go in there. I go in there for $10, I end up spending 100. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of this is part of the plan, the marketing, the price points for them, the low price points is the marketing, right? Because why are you going there? Great price. That's part of their marketing. But why do you go to Gucci? It's not great price, right? It's the branding, it's the quality. It's this is a $5,000 jacket. You could go get the $50 jacket at Walmart. But this is the $5,000 jacket. This is the one that got the Supreme on it, that got the Louis Vuitton on it. You know what I'm saying? This is different. People notice when you walk in and you say, look at my watch, and they see, oh, okay, he's different. He's not doing regular shit. That's branding. That's price marketing because you've outpriced all the competition where now they already assume your price makes them assume you're the best. If you got the highest price, you have to be the best because the lowest price is not the best. Right? If you cheap and you got low price, you automatically not the best, right? But if you got the highest price, even if you second to highest price, they still thinking he's close to the best. like he doing something right. He charging $20,000 for a funnel. What does he do? What is that funnel? Because I heard funnels I could get them done for $29. So what is the $20,000 funnel get me? Because I could get the $5 t-shirt at Walmart. What does the $5,000 Louis Vuitton shirt get me? I want to know. I really want to know. I want to walk in the store. I want to feel the experience. I want to know the difference. And this is something you guys have to do as business owners. Go to Walmart, buy the $5 shirt. Go to Gucci, buy the $5,000 shirt. Go home, touch the materials, wear them outside, see the experience, and tell me what people say. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what your experience is like. And now imagine that being your product. And now imagine that being your product and which store you want to go into and what environment you want to be shopped around at. Because my goal for my clients is always Gucci. Because you're never going to be able to outspend Walmart. But because you're making Gucci numbers, you're able to outspend anybody else between Walmart and Gucci. You see what I'm saying? So all those brands in the middle of Walmart and Gucci, I could spend more money than them on advertising to acquire my clients because I have a high ticket item versus a low ticket item. If I'm selling $5 t-shirts, it's impossible for me to spend $100 on ads because I'm out $95 if I don't sell a shirt. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm selling a $1,000 t-shirt and I put $100 on ads, I still got money to make. I can still spend another $500 and still make profit off of that one t-shirt. This is the business of advertising and marketing through your price. So the biggest thing everybody here that's in this program needs to understand is start high and go low. You start high and you work your way down. So DJ BOD, I'm talking whatever the biggest, highest paid corporate DJ is charging, I charge $10,000 for an event. That's where you need to start at. That's where you need to be competing at. That's where you need to source. Who is he getting his equipment from? Who is his team that's backing him up with the? Is he including videos? What is he doing? How is he doing those gigs? What do I need to do those gigs? And now you say, okay, let me take this framework and do that.
Hundreds of lives changed, hundreds of businesses evolved. That's Dreamway. Join the team.